What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. This is pretty much going to be the first of many of these. We have a Madden Ultimate Team auction block series. Before we even show you the team, let's just show you how we got to 200K. Because some people question, like, well, how do you make coins? How you get up there? So all of you already might know this answer, but the solos, especially in the last couple Maddens, have come a long way that you could easily be a millionaire, like have a million coins just doing solos. So I think the first time we showed you guys the team, I had 20K coins. And that was on what, Wednesday, Thursday. So since Wednesday, all I have done is that campaign chunk of solos. That's it. Those 83 right there. And I've also done the legend ones as well. Then on top of that, I've done some of these like objective things over here where you kind of get coins for doing X amount of things. Like if you win a game, if you reach a certain level, and you see how it's like if you complete this set, you get an extra 15,000. Like these are the little things I've been doing. So that's how we've been building up the coins. I'm sure, like I don't doubt if I sat here and finished all these, I'd easily be at a mil. Especially this journey one where you get like a Carson Wentz who supposedly is like, for the value, was like the best quarterback in the game. It's just I'm not at MUT level 30 yet. I wish it was unlocked because they didn't really have like rank caps on things back when I was playing MUT a couple years ago, but it is what it is. So that's how we've gotten our coins up. I haven't started playing any games yet because I've been practicing a lot in practice mode, just trying to get some semblance of a scheme down. But as soon as we make this auction block video, we're going to have our first MUT head-to-head game tomorrow on the channel. This video should go up tonight, Sunday night, around like maybe 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, here, let me show you guys the team and what I'm thinking of what we need to change. Definitely a glaring weakness is my offensive line. I don't know if it's my inability to kind of get used to the new running mechanic or if it's a combination of my offensive line and me not getting it, but I don't really get much push when I run. So I'm definitely looking at hopefully trying to overhaul this offensive line. I'm kind of okay with Shannon Sharp. He's not terrible. Could he be better? Yeah. Let me look at his stats here real quick compared to what we have. So I mean, he's okay. I honestly might be better with that Jesse James, but he's got some decent run block. I'm okay with Antonio Brown, but that's it as far as wide receiver. Kareem Hunt, I feel like I wish he was a little bit faster. So I'm kind of looking at maybe the LaShawn McCoy. So pretty much everything on offense needs to be overhauled. The line, and a wide receiver number 2, a running back, and a quarterback. Steve Young isn't really impressing me with anything. On defense, I'm okay with Glover Quinn. I feel like he can rock there for a little bit. I need a left outside linebacker. I need a right outside linebacker. I'm okay with Zach Brown. I need a strong safety because we don't even have a strong safety. We've got a free safety playing strong safety. Let me turn that off. And I'm okay with Nico Roby-Coleman. But besides that, I need an offensive line. I need cornerbacks. I need it all. So basically, we're going to see what we can get with 200K value and go from there. I pulled up some things on Mutthead. I'm not going to show you guys. Let me turn this cam a little bit. Other way, other way, other way. That way, that way, that way. There we go. That should look better. Oh, and I need to tilt it down a little bit. That should be good. So I've pulled up some things on Mudhead. I'm not going to show it to you guys. I'll just kind of go over it. So we've got 200K to spend. I kind of calculated it out, and it looks like I'll still have a good chunk of coins left. So maybe I need to maybe do these on stream too. So the auction block video number 2 I'll do on stream so I can get some live feedback from you guys. Like, hey, have any of you guys played with this card? Let me know. Should I get it? Should I go a different direction? Mudhead used to be really deep in the comment sections, maybe because Madden 19 just started, but like you could get real like in-depth opinions on players. And some of the ones I looked up, I just didn't see that. So, oh, also one more thing. I have an elite offensive lineman I got from these packs. I think he's a right guard. So let me go ahead and put him in. And regardless of what his stats, just to save us coins, I'm going to go ahead and put him in there. Yeah, Ali Marpet. I don't know what you could get better, like price-wise, but I mean, his awareness is almost plus 30. His pass block isn't much better, but that awareness alone should be enough. His run block's plus 11, so we're going to go ahead and put him in there. So that gives us an elite lineman right there. So I need left. Let me write this down before I forget. I need a left tackle. I need a left guard. I need a center. I need a right tackle. I need a tight end. I need a wide receiver, at least a wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2. I need an RB. I need a QB. we need it all, pretty much. Pretty much I need every position besides right guard and free safety and middle linebacker. So we're just going to go through it. Where do I want to start? I did some draft champs, and what looks amazing to me is having some DBs. So I think I'm going to start with DB and offensive line, and then kind of work my way from there. I'm definitely looking at a Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, because from back in the day, I mean, I know those were like great. You could get a gold one and be set for like all year. And I think we're going to title this, all of my MUT videos are going to be titled, you guys let me know, should we call it Journey, Progress, or Road to, whatever, to a 99 overall team. You guys let me know, and we'll go from there. So here's what we have going here. I already have Nickel Roby Coleman. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, a Mudhead, is going for 24K. So where's he sitting at here? Let's see if we see him anywhere. Let me type it in before we skip over it. And he's going for a little pricier here. I want to compare him. So it pretty much would be these two at our starting corner. So pretty much he's going to be replacing Rod. So almost plus 10 speed faster, the acceleration, the agility, the jumping, the play rec. He's got 82 man. We're losing a little bit of zone, but I'm liking the 11 more press. Again, I don't know if you guys have or haven't used him. So we see that there, right? So he goes for 20K or 30K pretty much. Is there anything in here that makes you think we can get better value than that? He's got 85 speed, but his zone and his play rec and his man is even worse than what we have already on the lineup. So not really looking at that. Kyle Fuller, Artie Burns. I'm not really in love with any of these guys. And we could sit here and scroll through all day. Let's check out Darby real quick. Darby has 80, 79. Like his stats that matter, the coverage stats just aren't any better. Kendall Fuller, some of you guys were telling me Kendall Fuller's pretty good. He's sitting there with 83 speed and 73 that play rec. He's got the man zone and the press though. He's going for about the same, so it's like saving 8 or so K. I probably wouldn't, so I think we're gonna go ahead and go with the Cromartie. That Champ Bailey though, oof, man. And you can power him up, correct or no? Version 1, I don't think you can. No, he's not power up. This is just a legend, which probably goes into a set. But 82 speed, like he's great. But I think we're gonna go ahead and go with the Cromartie. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We'll put Cromartie up, or we'll go ahead and get the Cromartie. Sort by ascending, so 29K is the cheapest it's gonna get, and we'll just go ahead and do that. So we started at what, 206K. I want to see how much we end up spending. 206K. We're gonna go ahead and buy that. He will be moved to cornerback number 1 easily. So let that come through. Boom. You can upgrade him. What the heck? This item is not receiving boost impact. So I want to promote to starter. Boom. So he should be starter. All right, so we got a cornerback lockdown. Let's go ahead and try to look for a strong safety, which I don't think I actually ended up pulling up a strong safety. But let's see what Mudhead has going for in the decent price range. I don't think I pulled up a strong safety, and I did not. We didn't pull up a strong safety. But Mudhead, where we're not going to get Ed Reed for a mil, but you kind of look down in the Morgan Bennett, Jamal Adams, Landon Collins area, Keanu Neal. Landon Collins is a bit expensive, so you take that jump. Once you hit that Landon Collins, Keanu Neal, Micah Hyde, they're all kind of looking okay. Does anybody have any comments on? Nope, they're saying his card is disrespectful. All this, it's looking like Keanu Neal might be that dude. But let's go ahead and look at strong safeties, because I need help in run support as well, and I'm not getting that at all. So I can have someone that can come lay a hit stick or two. That could be really helpful. Buy now price. We've got I'm looking at that Keanu Neal. Let's see if we see him. Morgan Burnett, Tony Jefferson. Is probably just going to go ahead and... All right, Keanu Neal's sitting right here for 28K. Let's compare him to what we have so far, which I don't have a strong safety at all. When did I get a Malcolm Jenkins? Yo. Okay, well, we just saved 30K because I didn't even know I had a Malcolm Jenkins. Let's go ahead and put him in the starting lineup right now. Wow, that's huge. That just saves us like 30K, which is actually amazing. And again, if you guys have any recommendations on players, let me know, and I'll go ahead and try them out. Let's go ahead and get him out of here. Dang, Malcolm Jenkins sitting there right there in the binder the whole time. And shows Jordan Pryor, wherever that is. Poyer. All right. That's what we're looking at. Okay, looking a little bit better out here. We're looking a little bit better. I need to make this Nickel Roby-Coleman. Boom. I just want to switch those two up. Boom. Okay. So our secondary is looking a lot better. I'm liking it. If we can find a cheap cornerback 3, you guys let me know a cheap, maybe gold corner that kind of shows out for you guys that I can put there. But free safety, strong safety, cornerback 1, cornerback 2 are good. But if I'm going to be running a lot of dime and nickel and stuff, I'm going to need a cornerback 3, free safety 2, somebody that can lock that down. So we have Corey Lugitt, right? I need to compare him to another defensive tackle. I was looking at Danny Shelton, but Danny Shelton has like 40 speed, and that's just unacceptable. But I kind of like what he's bringing to the table. Let me go look at a right end and a left end, and then outside linebacker 1 and outside linebacker number 2. Let me actually go ahead and put a headphone in here. And also, I have to mute the sound, guys, because I already got warned from YouTube already for the Draft Champs video I put up. That's why if you're trying to look for it, I deleted it. I don't know. It really just depends on kind of the size of your channel and the kind of EA agreement you have, but I cannot have any of that menu music at all in my stream, or they're coming for it hard. I disputed it, saying, you know, it's part of the game, you know, it's for fair use and all that stuff, but they weren't having it. We're not having it. So I'm going to have to mute the background noise and put like a copyright-free music behind it. So what is Julius Peppers looking like? I'm just going off of Julius Peppers for name, but what does he actually look like speed-wise? He's not even faster or really stronger than... Who was I looking at? Was I looking at... Who was I looking at left end? I was looking at... Oh, I didn't have one pulled up. I'm not in love with that. And like the thing is, like back when I was playing Madden, you wanted just the fastest ends you could have, because that's where your B gaps would come from. When you're sending all the nickel strong blitzes and everything else, it was always left or right end. So you wanted the fastest ends you could get. Like 80 plus speed, you had to go for 80 plus speed. I don't know if there's any 80 plus speed ends in the game right now. Excuse me, but the game has changed, and you're kind of just going to end up getting linebacker speed. So it's like, what do you really look for in an end? You still want to end with decent speed in case, you know, he peels off and has to chase down a run or stop somebody from hitting the edge. Cameron Wake is kind of what I'm looking at. It'd be cool to maybe have Reggie White, but what is he talking about? 68 speed. He's stronger and has better play rec and block shed. I think what I'm going to look for is block shed. So Reggie's sitting there with 80. And I'm not going to go up any more expensive than this price range right here. I feel like 20K a player for my overall and where my coin stack is at right now is about my limit. 30K max. What's Cameron Hayward's block shed looking like? I'm looking for north of 80 and 70 plus speed block shed. So he's got the 80, but we're sitting at 64. I didn't even remember what Cameron Wake's was. Akeem Hicks, what's he got? He's probably not that fast. 56 speed. Okay, definitely cannot roll with that. What was Cameron Wake's block shed? 66. I mean, I know he's more of like a, but man, can't really get down with that either. I'm not in love with any of these left ends so far, honestly. Like 65 speed, like you're not going to help me on the edge whatsoever. They'll get off blocks, but the difference between like chasing down a quarterback and keeping a running back inside is huge. So I'm thinking we might have to go with, of course it closed, but that Reggie White might be the move, honestly. He might be the move. But he's only sitting there at that 78 speed. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. That's risky. That is really risky. I'm not in love with any of these guys, so we're going to come back to that. We're going to come back to that. I can't make a decision to pull the trigger. Who else looking at our right end? We were looking at Bruce Irvin. We were looking at Chandler Jones. We were looking at Ziggy Ansah. So let's see what any of these guys are looking like. Jerry Hughes, Vinny Curry. So here's Ziggy right here. Ezekiel. He's only going for 12K, which is pretty cheap. 76 speed, but 74 block shed. If he had a little bit more block shed, it'd be down. But for a budget, he might be budget right end worthy, honestly. He might be budget right end worthy. Let's see if anybody has any good comments to say on Mutthead. A bit high, I'd say 85 would be good. Oh, they're talking about his speed. I'm sorry to rain on the comment for it, but if you own this, it's because it's red. This card is very weak. Acceleration and hit power are the only 80 overall stats. Some golds have 80 overall, so they're not in love with Zeke. Which makes me not in love with him. Let's check out Yannick real quick. 74, yeah, like, and the thing is because the year's just started too, so you're not gonna find these just blow you out of the water cards. Let's look at Jerry Hughes. Jerry Hughes is at right end? Huh. Plays linebacker, does he not? He's got 85 block shed. That's not bad. Chandler Jones is an animal in real life. What does he look like on this card, though? 70 speed. That's a bit disrespectful. I'm thinking of going Jerry Hughes. Isn't there Justin Houston? Or is he playing linebacker? I think he plays linebacker. Bruce Irvin. We were also looking at Bruce Irvin. Let's see. He's got 80 speed, 79 block shed. I'm going with Bruce. He's not very strong, but I mean 80 tackle, 80 play rec, pretty much 80 block shed, 80 power move. Yeah, we're going to go with Bruce. Have my sights on Bruce. Some people are saying they like to play him at linebacker out of position or drop him in zones or put him in QB spies. But I think he'll be good to go. Let's see what people are saying. This card is absurd as a linebacker. Perfect for 3-4. Yeah, I'm in love with Bruce. We're going to go Bruce. I love Bruce from back in Madden 13 when everybody would just play with the Seahawks and you could rush 3 people and get A-gap blitzes. I'd rush Bruce, Bobby Wagner, and then one more. All right, so Bruce going for 23. We'll go ahead and buy that. Boom, Bruce has been purchased. And I want to try to find, let me go see what the DTs look like compared to the DT that I already have. So can I reset? Yeah, reset all the filters and the name, reset the name. Nope, okay, I gotta go in and do that manually, that's fine. So let me go ahead and X out of all these. We're done with the right ends. All right, cool. Back, put that in. All right, so we're gonna go look at DTs. I feel like the run game, there's 2 people in the run game. There's people that are really amazing with this kind of like first cut step, and there's people that have no idea what they're doing. And I'm kind of in the middle. But if you find somebody that can hold it down, you got to get some block sheds or something. So that's what we're trying to do. Marcel Deer. So that's who I have right now. And he goes for 20K. I don't think mine's sellable though, is he? Is mine auctionable? He is. Wow. So I've been looking at this Danny Shelton because I think his stats look good, but I honestly never looked at my guy's stats. So he's just so slow. But 87 strength, 84 block shed. Wow. But I mean, 43 speed. You're pretty much the only purpose he'll serve is stopping the run. That's it. Besides that, he's going to be of no use. Which is, I mean, you don't, again, this isn't Madden of old. You're not going to be running DTA gaps where you need a defensive tackle that's 70 plus speed. But again, it's 3rd and long, 4th and 2, 4th and 3, and somebody drops back and he's rolling out and running. I need my DT to be able to, like, if he slips through, you got to be able to get him. He's not chasing anybody. Like Tom Brady, Drew Brees, whoever you want to put out there, he's not catching anybody if he slips through, and you can't put him on a QB spy or anything. What's Tim's stats looking like? He's pretty much the same speed for less tackling and less strength, just for some more block shed. So again, it's like, what are we really winning and what are we really losing? Marcel Darius, he's one tick faster, but besides that, we're not really getting anything. So again, I'm not seeing anything I love. So it might come down to the point where we just go with what we have, and if I see it's a glaring hole, like I just see that like I'm getting no like run stop, no nothing, then I come back here in like a week and we go like down here and start looking at some of these boys. You know, I mean, not a Dominican Sue, like I'm not spending that much on a player, at least not this time with my coin count, but we start looking in like this range, this like 50, this Kawan Short, Linval Joseph range, which I'm sure he's probably killing it. He's got great block shit and everything, but again, he's not the fastest at all. So I'm going to just hang on to what we have. Oh, God, what do his stats look like? Yeah, 89 block shit. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to keep what we have and just kind of go from there. Let me go ahead and look at left outside linebackers. And here's the thing. Right now, I'm running 3-4. That could change overnight. But if I am, I'm going to need linebackers that can like cover and drop and play a zone. So finesse, power move. He's 79 speed. What's your zone, buddy? Strength, awareness, catching, 53. Pass block, run block. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. He has 66 and he has 60. Or he had 57. So again, not in love with it. Shaq Thompson. Who are we looking at? Tim Jerry, Malik Johnson. No, none of them. I think we got all. So all of it's just going to be a free for all right now. So who's the good left outside linebacker on Mudhead? Let's go ahead and take a peek. Let's take a peek real quick. Ryan Kerrigan, Vaughn Miller going for 300K. Just that core elite Justin Houston. I played with him in Draft Champions, and he was pretty amazing. He's going somewhere in this range, price-wise. This is him right here. 100K. Clearly, we're not going to spend 100K. I'm just curious to see his stats. 76, 82 strength, 84 tackle, 88 play rec, 84 block shade, 87 power, and 84 finesse. Woof. What's Miles Jack going for 70K? And I bet he's got some speed on him. Where's Miles Jack at? Right there. See what people have to say about that Miles Jack card. He's got 80 speed. Wow. Yeah, everybody's got him as like locked in starter. With that speed, it's great. And if I had a little bit more coins, he might be the way to go. But I'm not in love with it. What's Clay Matthews looking like? Same speed. He's stronger, got better tackling, play rec, block shed, power move, and finesse. We might have to go with Clay. Clay might have to be the move. He's a little more pricey than I want to spend, though. That might not be his final price, though. His zone coverage is absolutely disgusting. 58. And I can't man him up on anybody if I wanted to. Donta Hightower is probably not any better, but I might take him just because he's a Patriot. What's Whitley Merciless talking about? He's got to have some decent stats, huh? 75 speed. He's not very strong. He's got some tackling. He doesn't have the good block shit and the finesse, but he might have some decent cover stats, huh? You can give me mid-60s zone. 70 zone. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. What is so looking like we're going between Merciless and we're gonna go between Jamie Collins out here eating kids up. He's scary. 77 speed, 71 block shed. Yeah, he doesn't really have the like run stopping stats, but he might have the coverage stats. Nah, his coverage stats aren't the best either, but I wanted to take a look at Hightower's coverage stats, and if we're not in love with that, I think I'm going to go with that Merciless. I think that's who we're going to go with. Let me see his what are his pass defending stats looking like? Yeah, we're going to go with that Merciless. He wasn't even on my radar, but you are now. Welcome to the squad. We're definitely going to go with that Merciless. Yeah, I think he has a flashback card too. Yeah, that flashback, I bet you he's amazing. That card art looks great. Pushing 80 speed with 88 play rec, 83 block shed, 83 power, and I bet his zone is yoked out of his mind. It is 74 zone. Wow, that's crazy. We're gonna go ahead and take this one though. Alright. Put him in as the starter. I feel like he'll be a good edge player, and I can drop him in purples, I can put him in flats. He'll be good to go. Alright, he's now promoted starter. We're still sitting at the 78. I need to go to the right side, so we need to go to the other side of the line. Other side of the linebackers. I'm okay with my middle linebackers right now, because it just kind of is what it is. If I notice a glaring weakness, of course we'll do what we have to do. Come on, servers, work for me, work for me. Alright, Nick Perry. Nick Perry was all used to be glitchy, because he used to be so, he could hit so hard and was so fast. Wow. That's not a bad little card right there. What's Mudhead saying? I gotta see what the people are saying. I definitely like, this is how I used to always do, just go to Mudhead and look at the comments. Because people will tell you how cards play. They love shitting on people. And he's going for 10K. So we got him. We pretty much have him. Suggs, perfect. Brian Arakpo, and Derek Brooks. Once you get out of that range, I'm not going to go spend that much for Anthony Barr. I think he's sitting at like 60K. What are people saying about him? Had this card early last year. Oh, that doesn't help me. Was a machine in 18. Probably the same. I mean, I'm kind of in love with those stats for that cheap. We're getting 80 block shed and 80 power move. What are his coverage stats? Can you give me north of 65 zone? Can you give me north of 65 zone? And 60. 59 to be exact. He's not a bad little card though. What is, let's take a look at, we need to look at Brian Arakpo, Perfect, and Suggs. KJ Wright's usually always got some speed on him. Is he sitting close to 80? 73. Not in love with it. Not in love with it. Boom. Nick Perry there again. Perfect. Let's see what he's talking about. Are we taking heads off? We got 100 hit power or what? 72. That's a little too slow for me. Little too slow for me. The Derek Brooks. Derek Brooks. What are you looking like? 75 speed. 53 power, 70 block shed. He's probably got good coverage stats, huh? I feel like Derek Brooks cards always have some good coverage stats. Oh, that's block shed. Play rec, 76 zone. Wow. And 70 man. Woof. And 90 play rec? He's not getting off a block, but he'll drop in coverage, that's for sure. And what's so crazy is like, how I'm evaluating my MUT teams. I used to always look for, I mean, I'm still kind of looking for speed, but man, your ends and your outside linebackers are just speed, because that's where the B gaps in the edge heat would come from. And now it's just a different time. Those blitzes kind of aren't around anymore, so you kind of gotta go around that. What's people are saying about Arakpo? 74 speed, so not the fastest, but his power move, so he's more of a rusher. Derek Brooks is going to be more used in coverage. So pretty much what do we want, honestly, in our right outside linebacker? Do we want a coverage linebacker, or do we want someone that might be able to help better against the run? His stats aren't bad either. I think I'm going to go with that Derek Brooks. They're going to go with that Derek Brooks. Let me see if anybody's saying anything negative about him on Mudhead, but I think that's going to be the move. I think that's going to be the move. Let's see if anybody has anything. And then let me go look at Thomas Davis, who's 75 speed. Oh, there's two sets of Derek Brookses here. There's this one, and then there's this one. What are people saying about each one? And what are we getting price-wise for the difference? So that Derek Brooks, I have that one pulled up on screen. What's the difference? So this one has +4 speed. Wow. Okay. He has +4 acceleration. He loses a little bit of strength. Play rec, he loses play rec too? Dang, why are we losing some of these interesting stats here? He's got +1 block shed. His finesse is 70. Huh. So he's definitely losing some key stats there, but that's interesting that he's missing some of those key stats. 71 block shed, 70, 83 pursuit, 82, play rec 84, play rec 89. What? So what are we getting him for? And 77 and 70. 77 and 70. What are people saying about this card? This card in 18 played like a beast for me. Not too sure about this one. I'm not sure how I feel about this card. He has decent enough speed to keep up with tight ends and coverage, but should be a beast against the run. Well, he goes for 19, and the other one goes for 2. So it's a 3K difference. What are we spending an extra 3K on? I don't really know. I'm going to go with this one because we're, again, a budget squad. So 3K, 3 to 4K goes a long way. And if he sucks, we sell him and we go spend an extra 3K. Or maybe by that time they'll come out with a better one. All right, so we got a left, we got a right, we got a middle. We get our D line, we did our cornerbacks. We need to go to offense. We got to go to offense. Let me go ahead and get this done. Offensive lineman is kind of just luck of the draw. You don't really get to like play with them. So it's not like you can just say, oh, well, yeah, I like him, I don't like him. I do want to look at quarterbacks, but here's the thing. Everyone tells me that 89 Journey Carson Wentz is like the only quarterback you need for a long time. The thing is, can I get by with my Steve Young? And honestly, my Steve Young has been playing like cheeks. He's been playing pretty bad. I might need to go ahead and put that Nick Foles in. Short, medium, 78, 74, 71. And he's 72, 70, 70. Throw under pressure. Oh, shit. I'm just going to honestly start that Nick Foles. Because what I'm getting from Steve Young right now is not the move. Unless there's a cheap, like, 10K quarterback in here that we can grab that's got some giddy up. I don't really think it's worth spending any of that on. What kind of speed does that Kirk have? 70. And he's got better stats in every area except under pressure. But is he worth 20K? Not at all. Let's look at halfback, because Kareem Hunt, he's also not cutting it. I think that Shady is the way to go, but I think he's a bit expensive. And speed early in MUT like pays off so huge because the cards are so slow. I don't know why I just put in Shady. The cards are so slow that like anybody that has a speed advantage is just going to be so OP that it's not even fair, because the defensive cards are so slow. It takes a while for the defensive cards to come out that can keep up. +3 acceleration, +3 speed. Wow, we're losing some carry though. And trucking. Ooh, so how much do we want to be able to outrun people? How big of a deal is that is basically what we're saying. Is he worth 20K though? That's the question. See if there's any kind of floating opinions on Mudhead on this Shady. And go from there. I want to hopefully try to wrap this video up in, oh my god, we're 30 plus minutes in. Wow. Was not expecting that. I want to try to wrap this up in the next couple minutes here. Leonard Fournette. Shady is at 83 overall, so right here. See if there's any good, bad comments, anything like that. I'm not seeing anything too crazy. Again, we'll give him a go. What's Christian McCaffrey's speed looking like? 85, 86. That carry, that block, that truck. We'll go with Shady. I rock with my man, Shady. Promote him to starter. So we spent, what? Just a little bit over 100K? And having Kareem Hunt there at backup is going to be pretty good. Now let's just go through and look through some linemen here. Actually, there's one more. I won't show you guys the linemen because it's just going to be a waste of time. Like, we're just going to go for the best pass blocking and running we can. Let's look at the last position of wide receiver and tight end. I'm looking at a Randy Moss. We've been looking at a Moss. We're looking at, yeah, that 83 one right there. And then the 84 one goes for 30. And I just need to see the difference between the two stats. He's got the Patriots uniform on, though. So how does he compare to Antonio Brown? Wow, he's not better in anything. Catching. Wow, that's a big drop-off. And I can't have that big of a drop-off for 20K. What about this one? I just want a Randy Moss. He's only +2 speed, 88. Wow. Kind of disappointed in those stats, honestly. Let's go and back this up. And hit OK. And just see what some of these receivers are looking like. Danny, Woods. I had Woods in draft champs. He was pretty solid. Same speed as Antonio. Less catching and all that. So again, I mean, that's what you're expecting when you get like 10K, a 10K receiver. Where are those like Julios and AJ Greens going? Allen Robinson, Michael Crabtree, Demaryius Thomas. He can be powered up. He is 83 speed. Catching that Antonio Brown is juiced. That man has some good stats. I'll say that for sure. Devontae Adams, what are you looking like? And see, now we're getting too expensive. 40K on a receiver that I'll probably be changing in like a month when they come out with something better. So what can we grab? Who's got some good run blocking? Demaryius Thomas usually always has some good run block. Catching traffic is pretty bad. I mean, that maybe that Antonio Brown. I mean, he's an 89 overall card, so he's juiced out of his mind. Honestly, he really is. So maybe I need to compare him to our wide receiver 2. Honestly, and for +4 jump and a little bit of catch, you're not really worth it. I might just go back to the Randy Moss and call it a day, just because it's Randy. But Randy's not going to be blocking anybody if we're being real about it. Sanu, Amendola, Hogan. Now you know I'm Patriot biased, so he's only got 80 speed. I'm not that biased. We're definitely not that biased. And we're at the top again. Maybe we go with that Robert Woods. He was doing it for me in draft champs. Same speed, but the catching traffic, he might be the move. Let me compare Moss to my wide receiver 2 and go from there. Let me compare this Randy Moss to my wide receiver 2. Maybe he is the move, because I was trying to compare him to an 89 overall card. So we're getting faster. We're getting a much better catching traffic, the spec, all that. I'm just doing it because it's Randy and he's in a Patriot jersey. So we'll do that. And then we're going to take a peek at tight end, see if there's anything that's really catching my fancy. And probably by the time I upgrade the offensive line, we should be 79, 80-ish, because that already put us at 79. Now let's go ahead and take a look at tight end, and we'll go ahead and call it. I didn't think this video was going to be so long, but I know people back in the day used to love long auction block videos, so you guys will get a nice long auction block video. See what comes up here for tight ends. Gresham, Cook, Vernon, Jack. What's Jack looking like? Jack, tight end, 75, so we'll be right here. Slower, wow. A lot slower. Jesse James, if that's who we had, he might have to be that move, honestly. Jared Cook. And then I'm not into really spending all this. I bet, is Evan Ingram stats juiced up? I bet he's got 70-something speed. 83 speed, wow. But he's not very strong. He's got 60 run block, though. And you're 83 speed, bro. I run a lot of drags and stuff for my tight end. I gotta take it to Mudhead. It's that important. We're gonna go to Mudhead real quick because that card is looking really good. And wow, I'm really liking that. Just the speed alone is like glaring my face. Position, tight end, filter. Let's go ahead and take a peek if anybody has anything to say about him. There he is, Evan Ingram. See what people have to say about the man. They're saying 83 speed. I use this card like all year. I thought he had day one starter go. So no one's really used him yet to give me any kind of feedback. But that 83 speed, man, that is kind of hard to not want. And I'm not going to go any more expensive than that. I'll take a peek at a Vernon Davis and then just try to wrap this on up. And if you're still watching to this point, hit that like button. And if you're watching to this point and you're not subscribed, subscribe. Appreciate you rocking for 40 plus minutes. I'm attracted to speed at certain positions, and tight end is one of them because you're going to get so many mismatches. We're going to go ahead and do that. And so that leaves us $50K to get an offensive line. Yeah, so that leaves us with $50K to build up an offensive line. We might have to leave one of them gold, so whoever is kind of like my best offensive lineman currently that's a gold, we'll have to just kind of leave him as is. I think I needed to make, I still want Antonio Brown as wide receiver number 1. So let me switch that. And then bump him down 1. That's what we got. Okay, so here's the squad, guys. So I'm going to go look for 3 linemen. I'll probably only have enough for, I need to look for 4. I'll probably only have enough for 2. And it'll probably be 1 on the left side for sure so we can balance out the side. And then where do I usually run to? Probably be the right. So I'll probably go left guard and right guard. Well, right tackle. I need a right tackle for sure because I'm out of position. So we'll definitely get a right tackle. And then who's ever the worst between these 3, we'll upgrade that one. So here's what the team's looking like, guys. We had, what, a total of 206K when we started. And we are down to, what, 206 minus 50. So, whoa, 206 minus 50. We spent about 160K. And this is what the lineup is looking like. Let me go ahead and replace this with Nick Foles. We'll go ahead and put him in. All right, so this is what the team's looking like right now. We're still gonna go ahead and do these. We'll just do these off stream and I'll show you guys. Every time we start a game, I'm gonna show you the team. We have Antonio Brown, Shady, Randy Moss, Evan Ingram, and then over here on the defense, we got Glover Quinn, who was already there, but we got Derek Brooks, we got Whitney Merciless, we got Malcolm Jenkins, and we have Corey Lugitt, Bruce Irvin, and Dominic Rogers-Cromartie, and I didn't find a left end. We'll have to see. I'm not going to have enough to get 2 linemen and a left end. So we'll have to make some decisions here on what we want to do with left end. But I appreciate it, guys. That's our first auction block video of the year. We'll definitely expect 5, 6, 7 more of these. We'll keep getting the coins up. And as our skill gets better, we'll start playing coin games and hopefully really speeding up some more coins coming in. But I'll knock out solos. And I think the best thing to do, guys, is to go to Draft Champs and do Draft Champs too. If you can win 6 games in a row, those rewards that they're giving you is pretty great. So I'm gonna keep Draft Champs as a stream thing, and the whole Mutt series, the Team No Money Spent, is gonna be YouTube exclusive, and that's what we're gonna promote on YouTube. On stream. We'll do coin games, which I'll put on YouTube. We'll do draft champs, which is like, I'm not losing anything if I lose draft champs. It's just ways to improve my MUT team. And we'll do solos and just kind of compare stuff and go over that with you guys. So I appreciate it, guys. Like, share, favorite, subscribe. The Twitch link is down there. Click it. We're going to be streaming Madden like 3 times a week, every week. And as always,